as all of the Airwindows plugins, a very simple graphic user interface. He doesn't use like artwork and stuff like that on the GUI to save CPU power, but they sound great nonetheless. Even though you don't have visuals, audio, it's what matters, right? So this channel strip, let's analyze it quickly here with this Bogren EQ curve analyzer that it's free. Also, you have treble, mids, and bass. So it has an interesting EQ curve where you are not only boosting the treble, you are also removing a bit here in the lower mids, right? So interesting curve. By the way, if you double click on any control, it resets by default the mids, boost or cut. And this is an interesting frequency range to choose from in the mid area, because I have found that a lot of a lot of instruments might be benefited by this cut on the 500 hertz range around that area. On drums, very common to use this, on bass guitar as well. And yeah, that's the mid range. The bass, it's a low shelf. You can choose also the frequencies with this bass, but it's a low shelf no matter where you put the frequency, right? And same applies with the treble that you have, where you have here a treble frequency control where you can choose the frequency. So interesting curve, very musical. And then you have a low pass or high cut, and also you have a high pass or low cut. I'm not sure what's happening up here. I don't know if it's a harmonic or something, but this plugin also includes saturation, but it's included in the output. I'm going to talk about it. After the EQ section, you have the compressor, right? This is the threshold where you start to compress the signal, and you have the compressor speed of the attack, right? More aggressive compression to the right and less aggressive compression to the left. And here on the output, something interesting happens, where from 0 to 0.33, it's a regular volume, but after this, it starts to add saturation and harmonic distortion. The only thing that I would say that it's missing is another output or something, or gain compensation, because when you start to increase this, you don't have it starts to increase the volume as well, and you don't have an output or another gain compensation control to control that. So that's why I have this gain control here to show you, to compensate when I am adding the saturation. So here 3.33 starts the saturation, 0.33, sorry. So let's use it here on these drums. Okay, the highs. And you choose the frequency here. Then the mids. Yeah, sometimes, or most of the times, I find myself cutting around 500 hertz area, which is where this mid control is affecting. A lot of boxy frequencies can be found there, especially in rock and metal, and especially in live kits of drums, bass, some weight. Okay, the high pass, removing lows, and the low pass. All right, let's start to compress. More aggressive compression. A ton of punch. You can hear how the impact is preserved. So it's a very musical compressor. It doesn't kill the transient or the initial spike. It enhances it. Sorry. Okay, and let's start to add saturation. I'm gonna compensate a bit with this. You start to notice the saturation.